Hello gamers, this is Craig DB and we're back in RimWorld for the start of our second day. Smash has just woken up and is by the bed there. We'll just see what she's up to. She's just meditating away. Some of them do just sit by the bed and meditate at times when they need to, so that's what she's decided to do. So we're just going to continue with building up the base for now, and as we do, we'll just see what events come about. You'll see now everyone's starting to wake up. Most people are hungry, so off they go. What's this guy up to? He's just decided to go cloud watching. One of the activities that characters do in the RimWorld is just to go cloud watching, stargazing, things they do just to occupy their time. You can see here I've actually, some of the items along the way, I did actually go around just before and start doing some cleanup, picking up some of the items that they have left behind. I'm also going to set deconstruction on the ship parts, so they can start getting the bits together from those. We've got some activity down here. There's a bear and a turtle. Like the turtle was ever going to stand a chance against the bear. I don't know if the bear's going to eat that turtle. I'm certainly going to flag it so that my guys can go pick it up if the bear... Nah, looks like the bear ate it. Always an opportunist in that sort of regard. If I see an animal lying around dead, I will certainly get my guys to go and pick it up if they can. We have a female, two female grizzlies down the bottom here. Okay, what I'm now going to start looking at doing, if I can, I'm going to actually start telling them to start hauling all of this stuff, making some room, because I want to start planting some crops. Day 2 would be a good day to start planting crops, if I can get them to haul all this stuff out. What's he up to? Just wandering. We need to find somewhere to store that. So this area here, we need to go to its storage and say chunks are accepted. And find someone who... Okay, Singleton's not a hauler. Smash can now go and do some hauling. What was Smash doing over there? Oh, we're clearing out the area there, fair enough. Setting up the power consumption area. That can wait. You can see here the resources that were dropped from deconstructing the ships. All the ship pieces. So anytime something drops debris on the ground, it's worth going and deconstructing that and picking up those debris that get left behind. I don't know whether the components will degrade in the weather, because some things do degrade when exposed. Now I've got to decide where I'm going to start putting these plants, because theoretically if we continue on the plans we will have... So a gap of 2 there, then we'll have this here, and that's where our next set of bedrooms are going to be. I'm not going to go all of them there, I'm just setting that in place. Okay, so we use some growing zones now. And actually got enough space here to set some large ones too. I've found for some reason when you do the zones, you kind of got to space them out like this and then allocate the area to what it's going to be. This one will set as potatoes, that's fine. Actually no, what we can do is if we change that to rice, change that one to cotton, because we're going to need cotton for other stuff, making clothes and things like that. And then that will make its own, so we'll make that one potatoes. So we've got rice plants, potato plants, some cotton, and then we'll make another one. Oh, see, that's what happens sometimes. going to delete that zone. Now let's see what happens if I do it the other way. Rather than expanding, I come in on it. No, it's still deleted. It's still okay, Singleton our good grower. Well, he's got okay growing skills. Best one of the lot, so he's the appropriate person for the task. Now it's accepted that. I don't know what the difference is. What we want to do is we do want to get some heal root, but we need a maximum skill of 8 in order to do that. So at the moment we can't make the heal root because the maximum skill required is not quite there. Once he gets a growing skill up a bit higher, and by doing all this growing he's boosting his skills up. Now, let's see if we can set one more zone. What are we going to make this one? Make some corn in that one. So we got what we got: corn, heel root, cotton, potato, and rice. So we've got a few different plants now on the grow, and we've got a large area that is being allocated. Well, probably not as large as they can be, but for a starting colony of 3, that's certainly plenty. Once they grow, which does take a while, they will start to provide plenty of food for our community. Just setting some power in place there, that'll all connect up. They'll eventually go into the batteries. We do want to put some connectors between the batteries so that they will all connect up together. Although we don't have the batteries allocated at this point, we will not build those batteries in there until we have. Now what we probably want to do is actually put some floors down there, because I don't know if without floors that will not create a roof. Oh, we don't want. We'll do a cancel on that. We don't have the facilities to build the walls there yet, I don't believe. We still need some resources. Everyone's gone back to sleep for the end of day 2. I've just found some gold ore. I've not seen gold before. So that will be something of value to pick up along the way. I believe traders will value that quite significantly. What's this here? Oh, this is compacted plasteel. I believe that's a very useful tool as well, so that I can construct some more advanced weaponry and so forth. Really need to get this research going. Who was my researcher? Okay, well, Boyle Singleton, he is the guy for the job. Where's he gone? He's way over here. He's cloud watching, and I cannot prioritize research because of the nature of what it is. For some reason that's one thing that you can't do. You'll need, it is starting to say that we need defenses. We don't have much in the way of defenses, saying pirates will probably be here soon. For the time being, I think we'll be okay with hiding behind trees and rocks. I don't think I'm going to get too carried away with setting up. You can set up sandbag locations and so forth, and that helps hide your characters while people approach. But setting up all the different locations for them to actually sandbag can be consuming, so there's plenty of rocks to hide behind. That seems to do the job, so I'm going to focus on that as my defense for the time being. I did set a character to go deconstruct some areas down here. That gives us instant blocks to work with for construction, some granite blocks. I think that granite for the buildings and slate for the ground. I don't know if it was, no, maybe you're doing granite for the walls and sandstone for the floor would be a good combination. You'll see granite's for $5.95. I don't know if we can find a sandstone wall. I think there was one over here. Definitely the granite's got a much higher ability there. Higher than limestone too. So it seems to be the strongest wall of the materials we have. Stronger than slate too. We could pick up that slate for some areas if we wanted to. I'm trying to find some. I saw a marble wall somewhere. There's a marble wall, which is not very strong at all. Okay, we lost some resources because they tried to build a wind turbine and failed. That apparently happens from time to time. We have some visitors. Group from Teachers Town are visiting your colony. So there's a 3 group. Now these are friendlies. These are not hostile visitors. They are just friendlies coming by to say hello. So I certainly have no issue with them doing that. Although I have found visitors tend to come by, steal your food, and then move on. Which is kind of annoying. It might be worth killing that pig. You'll see I've got some concrete down in place in the in our little areas there. Concrete's not an attractive floor, but for the purposes of where it was going, I don't think that will hurt. Now I'm going to go set that pig on hunt mode. So someone should now be heading off to hunt that pig. Here we go, Hurtle's on his way. And like I said, I think I said, I don't recall if I have said or not, going hunting improves their shooting capacity as well, shooting skill, which will come in handy later on in the event of a skirmish with some raiders. Other objects can certainly get caught in the crossfire during this shooting, and during a raid attack it is possible to suffer friendly fire. Well, that's uranium ore. I'm sure that will come in handy down the track at some point. He's starting to get some hits on that pig there. And the pig is now unconscious. Maybe not unconscious, he's in shock. So he's incapacitated. And he just comes up for the kill shots now, just to take him down and take him out. I'm assuming an alpaca is a good option for getting wool. Haven't tamed one of them yet, so I don't know exactly what you can do with them. These guys have got their clubs out and stuff, and their knives, just in case. You probably do want to consider setting up a prison, because if we get raided and we knock someone into shock like you saw with that pig, we can capture them and then convert them to our team. So as such, I'm actually going to start setting orders to mine into here. And we'll set this as a little prison location. We'll start that as our prison. Once that's opened up, we'll be able to put a wall on the door at the front. In fact, we can probably even put a door now. We want to put a strong door. I don't know what's stronger between steel and I think a granite door would probably be the strongest option. You'll see now that I'm letting the game just run, not pausing it, just letting things run and attending to things as I need to. the days are starting to pass a lot quicker. Okay, while everyone's sleeping, well, you'll notice that the pig's just sitting there and not actually being processed, and that's because of the one thing I forgot to do, and that's where to do with these bills, which is basically assigning tasks to the construction areas. So I can add a bill just to basically butcher creatures, and it's just any animal, no humans, and I'll set that to just do it forever. So every time there's an animal killed, it will just get butchered for meat. And then what we'll do here is we'll add a bill here, similar thing, to cook a simple meal. And what we will do here is we don't want to actually cook the veggies at the moment, we only want to cook meat. We don't want to cook rotten foods. And we'll cook unfertilized eggs. And under meat is obviously something we don't want to do, human meat. And that makes a lot of sense. Other than that, it looks like pretty much everything else is on the market. So what will happen is now they will automatically process the animal, chop it up into meat, and then that meat will automatically get cooked into meals. Oh, there's just a warning there. Well, not a warning, just a message to let us know the visitors have had enough and they're gotten bored and are now leaving. Not surprising, everyone's gone to sleep. You'll see here the wind turbine is letting us know it's blocked by the oak tree, so it's not actually able to function. So I'm just going to clear some of the trees, cut the plants, just getting everything cleared out of the area of this guy so that he gets a good flow of wind. That one there is probably in the way. Needs good airflow behind and in front of the turbine in order to get that processing going. And I do want to see what kind of output power it does produce. Okay, we've now been given the prompt to give our little colony a name, and it has prompted for salvation. Now, one thing I have had in the back of my mind during the playing of the game, I don't know if anyone else has had this experience as well, but every time I think of the name RimWorld, for some reason, it pops up a episode of a show called Red Dwarf in my mind, called RimWorld, and due to that, I'm actually in tribute to that particular sensation, I'm going to call my colony Smeg. You'll notice these guys are starting to produce output again because it's daytime. We still don't have output from the wind turbine. I'm really curious. Oh, hang on. My mistake. Oh no, I think that's just showing, because that's not showing power output. These guys have got power output. We've just got a connected and stored rate that's coming from the collective of everything. I think 1700 is the maximum that the solar generators will do. Let's see our prisons coming along. The mining skill will be increasing as well. It's so high at the moment that it's not going to go up levels in a big hurry. We have struck compacted steel, which is in here, so it's just giving us a little pop-up alert to say that that has occurred. So we'll get some more steel out of this, which is always handy as well, even though we've got a whole bucket load over there now. Seems steel is not in short supply in this world. Now I really need, is it Singleton? Where is he at the moment? He's sowing rice plants. Okay, so he's busy sowing plants. Once they're all done, hopefully he'll get back into researching. That's really what I need him to prioritize on at the moment. We have a mad animal on the loose. Where is that mad animal? Which one is it? Okay, it's after Singleton. So what we need to do is find our best shooter. And we're going to put him into battle mode, and we're going to tell him to fire at the hare, even though it's out of range. We're just going to... No, we're going to tell him to come over here, actually. We're going to get the guy who has got the knife, and we're going to tell him to melee attack that hare. So let's see what happens with this. That hare is really moving. So, this guy here, we need to get him moving back up here. Oh, we're under attack. I don't know how bad did he just get hit. He is bleeding. Where is this guy? Why is he taking so long to come to the party? Okay, we'll get him attacking the hare as well. Is he in shock or something? I'm going to move him out of the way. There we go. Okay, we take him out of melee mode, out of combat mode, and we're going to choose selection on that. Someone will be able to come and pick that one up, but for the time being we have this guy is now injured, and he's going, hopefully, what's he doing? He's going to go get the hare. Cool. He's going to go straight to bed, and he's going to want to heal. He's bleeding, so he's going to slowly be doing damage. Hopefully, if Smash has healing abilities, has medicine, yes, level 5. Is not even worried about prioritize healing treating, so we want to put some healing into that particular guy. So hopefully we'll see in a moment some changes to the bleeding areas. That stopped the blood loss, so now he's starting to heal. So you can see there that putting these guys out of action does actually slow things down, being that what they have to go to bed to heal. A hospital bed does improve things. He is now fully healed. So he will now, when he's ready, will get back out of bed. He may end up staying in bed for the night, being that it is 6 o'clock in the evening. There's a turkey there. I want to possibly tame the turkey. In fact, I will probably set that. Tame mode. It does say they may attack if you fail to tame them. And I may want to, and there's a male. So I'm going to set that one on tame as well. So eventually I'll get the male and female coming back to the base. Now I do want to set an area that's going to be the animal wandering zone. So you can see here's the home area that it's automatically allocating. Oh, we now have a turkey. So we do want to start getting this animal allocation area sorted out. And so we will set that basically through this entire spot here. I'll add this little area there. I'll add this area up here. That can be that area. Now if I select our turkey, we'll want to restrict him to animal area 1. And warg is also restricted to there. All the grass in the area, they will eat that as their food. Well, I don't know what the warg is eating. I guess he's getting fed with the foods over there. Let's just see what his needs are like. His food's alright. So I don't know what he's eating. He may be going down and just getting chunks of the food as we the animals that we kill. Here comes Turkey back into his area. Warg, Sapphire, our warg, is now in the area. Apparently these boom rats can be quite annoying. I think they do actually explode when agitated. I haven't dealt with them much, but I've heard that they can wreak havoc on your turrets because they just blow them up. For now, just to get a bit of a food boost, I'm thinking I might attack one of these muffalo and hope that they don't all turn around and get feisty on me. Let's see what happens. I think what I'll do is before they attack, I'm going to save. Where's our cloud watcher? Get to work. I'm pretty sure he has research ability. He can do that research. Okay, here we go. It's on. Big animal, so it's pretty easy to hit, but will take a lot of damage to take it down. Oh, he's down. Awesome. So we now got a big old muffalo. You'll notice the blood splatter goes everywhere, and when there's a lot of killing going on, that blood does indeed, or injuries where someone's running around bleeding, you get a lot of blood, and it does all need to be cleaned up in the end. You can see there, a lot of meat just got produced from that one muffalo. Now, we need to worry about the fact that that's all going to spoil. Yep, we've got butcher creatures. Right, we're going to do this forever. That's why it's sitting there. Now we can start getting stuff cooking. I didn't see that. We have a new villager named Est has joined the colony. She is a sailor. Here she comes, and looks like she's naked. She is.